Well, hello everyone and welcome to Moementum channel. My name is Mo, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the key reflections, learnings, and insights from the book by J.L. Collins, The Simple Path to Wealth. This is a popular book authored by J.L. Collins, and in this video, I'm going to share with you some of my key lessons after having read through this book. And I'm going to summarize it into three key learnings that I've had. The first one is around the formula to financial independence. If you want to become financially independent, you have to follow a simple formula. Spend less than you earn, invest the surplus, and avoid bad debt. Unlike the common belief that in order for you to be wealthy, you need to make a ton of money, the truth of the matter is it's not about how much money you make, but more so around how much money you spend. We live, unfortunately, in a society whereby the advertisements, commercials that you see on TV, and day in, day out interactions with individuals kind of promotes that idea of consumerism. You need to get the latest gadget, you need to get this latest technology, because without it, your life is not going to go on. And that's the belief that we are kind of forced to believe. But the reality, that's not truly the case. Instead, we need to develop that mindset of living frugally, living with a financially disciplined mindset, kind of a mindset that reminds us of what truly values to us. Is it that latest gadget, or is it truly the value of gaining that value of time, being able to decide what you want for your life, what is truly that matters to you? The authors talk about the concept of building that what they call FU money. And it's a funny concept, but it's true. As I was reflecting on it, what it really talks about is having that holdings or fund reserve that allows you to not be a hostage to your work, not being a hostage to your salary. The FU money essentially gives you the choice to decide what career path you want to pursue, what you want to spend your time on. Do you want to stay at the job because you need the money, or do you want to perhaps pursue something that you're super passionate about? Maybe it doesn't give you the highest salary, but at the same time, it's something that you're passionate about, it's something that you enjoy and you feel fulfilled. Do you want to spend more time with your family? Do you want to work this many days in a week versus the one that is generally speaking expected of us in the society? It really gives you that choice and freedom. Most valuable thing that money can buy, according to authors, is the freedom to do what you want to do and when you want to do it. If you have enough money and have that financial independence, you actually choose how many hours in a week you want to work, how many hours in a day you want to work. You choose where you want to spend your time. Do you want to go for a vacation? When you want to go for a vacation? Do you want to spend more time with your family? Do you want to pursue certain desires or certain aspirations that you've always had, but maybe you didn't have the time to do it, or you didn't have the money to even pursue? And here, now you have that freedom and choice. So really, truly, that is the formula to financial independence, being able to take control of your expenses and being able to save as much as possible and invest it in a way that earns you more income. In other words, making your income work for you, making your money work for you, and making it into a productive assets. Kind of reminds me of the learnings from also Rich Dad, Poor Dad from Robert Kiyosaki, whereby talks about the importance of collecting assets. And assets are those entities, whether it's stocks, real estate, or other means that earns you money. In other words, passively, by holding on to them, they are not actually going to depreciate over time in terms of their value, but they're actually working for you. Their money is working for you like a soldier, earning you more and more money over time. The second lesson and learnings from the book of The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins is around the importance of compounding interest and investing. The compounding interest, for those of you who might not be familiar, is the concept whereby as you save and invest your money, over time, your money is earning you interest. And as time goes by, you are going to continue to earn interest not only on your principal, the initial investments that you had, but also you continue to earn interest on your interest of your in savings. Let's give an example to just make it a bit sound simpler. For example, if you invested $100, say in a stock market, And just for the sake of assumption, and here for make it simpler, let's assume you earn 10% interest on it. It makes the math easier. In the first year, that $100 is going to grow into $110. $10 is for interest. $100 was your initial investment. So now at the end of the first year, you have $110. Assuming everything that you put in, you're going to not touch it and let it grow over time. Now in the second year, that $110 is going to grow by 10%. 10% of $110 is actually $11. So now at the end of the second year, you have $110 plus $11. You have a total of $121. So first year you earn $10 interest. Second year you earn $11 interest. Now, at the beginning of the third year, you had $121. If you earn 10% on that amount, now your interest would be $12.10. So you see how the compounding has that snowball effect, whereby you continue to earn more and more income because your interest is actually earning you interest. That is really, truly a magical power that allows you your money to grow much, much faster. And you want to take advantage of that by investing your money smartly in different, kind of avenues or different tools that allow you to earn interest in a safe and reliable way. Many investors or many people who are new to investing, they think that the way to do it is by picking winning stocks. Well, that sounds fun and it has a lot of adrenaline to it and you might get excited. The truth of the matter is it is not possible to time the market. You may think that you are smart and you're going to pick the winning stock, and sometimes you might get lucky and you do actually well. But in many cases, it's not possible. And there are many, many times that you actually pick the wrong stock and you're going to regret that decision. The safest and more reliable way to actually invest is more so investing through passively by investing in the overall stock market, assuming that you're interested in investing through the stock market, which is the focus of my example here. In doing so, you might go for reliable exchange traded funds or index funds that allow you to get exposure to the overall stock market. You could even choose to be more diversified, for example, by geographic diversification. You get exposure to the USA, to Canada, to Europe, international market, emerging markets. But here, you're not actually investing in a specific company, but rather investing in many, many different companies. That lowers your risk, and in the long term, has proven to be actually quite reliable way to invest and grow your investments. That's actually one of the key ways that I, for one, am investing right now. While I do have some exposure to stock market in a sense of picking stocks, those are a smaller portion of my portfolio. I'm more so now interested in that passive way of investing by picking, actually investing my money into reliable exchange traded funds. And we made many videos on this channel talking about different reliable exchange traded funds, whether it's exchange traded funds interest that pay a monthly dividend or quarterly dividend, or exchange traded funds that are more so all-in-one ETFs, whereby you get that diversification geographically. So be sure to check out those videos, and I would add the link in the description of the video. Keep in mind, when you're investing in the stock market, you can invest in purely stocks. You could also invest in bonds. You could also invest in cash, which is more so as a reserves and for you on the side, more so for emergency. It's not much of an investment, but more so on the saving on the side. When you invest in the stock, you're almost buying and getting a piece of a company, and that really gives you exposure and ownership in that company, assuming that the companies are going to grow over a long span of time, and they're going to expand, they're going to acquire new technologies and earn more money. Your interest is going to grow over time. Your money is going to appreciate over time. With bonds, it's as if you're lending money to a company or a government. The other key piece that we wanted to share, and the third key takeaway and lesson that I had from this book, was around planning for future. And the key concept that I learned here is around when you are going to consider investing your money, sometimes we get tempted to say, well, you know what, it's complicated. I'm not going to invest at all. Or if I'm going to go do it, I have to use the advice of an advisor, financial advisor, or I have to pay hefty amounts to somebody to manage my money. What the author has to say is that investing doesn't have to be that complicated. And nobody cares about your money more than you do. At the end of the day, it is your money. You're investing for your future. So it is worthwhile for you to try to educate yourself, learn how to manage your money. And it doesn't have to be complex. Investing passively through exchange-traded funds or ETFs are super simple ways to do so. There are many brokerage accounts out there that allow you to easily get started. Some actually make it even passive investing, like a robo-advisors. If you are in Canada, for example, we have Wealthsimple. That's actually how I actually got started in investing myself. I was very new to investing, and it was a super simple way to start investing. You just have to, simply follow and complete a questionnaire, and based on that, you get to know what is your risk tolerance, what is your purpose and target. What are you saving for? Are you saving for, let's say, a down payment for a house? Are you saving for retirement? Are you saving for the education of your kids? Whatever that might be, based on that, you decide your time horizon. You also decide what is your risk tolerance based on the simple questions that you respond. And according to that, Wealthsimple, for instance, provides you a nice, a suitable allocation. How much exposure you're going to get to stocks, how much allocation you're going to get to the bonds. It really differs based on your risk tolerance, time horizon, and your purpose and target. But it is super duper simple. If you're interested, and if you're in Canada, be sure to check it out. There's a link in the description of the video that gives you a referral bonus. You can get started with some referral bonus on your way and get started on this journey much easier and much faster with some rewards. Be sure to check it out if that interests you. But like I said, there are so many different brokerage accounts out there. Be sure to do your own due diligence. The good news is there's not lack of resources and options to get started. You can simply get started. And that's really the key takeaway. I want you to get started as soon as possible. Educate yourself. There's a ton of materials here on the YouTube, on different amazing books they can read to learn more. There are different recommended books that I've included in the description of the video. Be sure to check them out. I, for one, have learned a lot by reading through those books. Those are some of the resources that I would definitely recommend. We have a ton of materials here on our channel as well. We talk about investing, passive investing, dividend investing, what you need to learn, how you can build the right mindset. Check them out. If you have any question, let us know in the comment section, and I'll be happy to share what I've learned along the way. I've been investing in the stock market for close to 6 to 7 years now, and definitely learned a lot of lessons along the way. I learned from my mistakes, and I also reflected on those and tried to kind of adjust. And that's how I got to the point that I am. It doesn't mean that by any means I am an expert, but I can tell you one thing, that I'm super passionate about this, and I've learned a lot, and I'm happy to share what I've learned along the way with others who are pursuing the same financial independence journey here in their pursuit in their life. So happy to share my learnings along the way. The last thing that I want to share with you, my last key takeaway from this book, was around planning for your financial independence. Assuming as if that the government supports are not going to be out there for you. Well, we know that governments have different programs such as Social Security, perhaps CPP, or different ways to support low-income individuals. You should have that mindset and develop that mindset of that you're not going to rely on that. Well, it is great that you have that extra nest egg and cushion. You should plan for your life as if that those are not going to be there, and build a healthy nest egg savings and retirement investments plans that give you the choice to do whatever you want, whenever you want it. And who knows, maybe even plan for early retirement if that's something that you're interested in and you want to pursue. Make sure to live below your means and invest the surplus as soon as possible to grow and grow your funds and take advantage of the compounding interest. I hope you found this video beneficial and you gained something of value from it. I would love to hear from you. Have you read this book by J.L. Collins? What are some of your favorite finance and money related books? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. If you gained something of value from this video, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from the video as well. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Here on Moementum Finance, we post every week several videos about investing, whether it's investing in the stock market, real estate, and cryptocurrencies, as well as ways to reach financial independence. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.